Shops in England and Wales could be allowed to open for longer on Sundays under plans to be unveiled by the Chancellor George Osborne. The Chancellor is expected to use tomorrow's budget to devolve control of Sunday trading to local authorities and locally elected mayors. The existing law prevents larger stores from opening for more than 6 hours. Well, with me now is Richard Dickinson, Chief Executive of New West End Company, a management company representing some of London's major retail areas. Is this going to be welcome news for you?
I think it's welcome news for Londoners. I think it's welcome news for jobs and growth. Certainly what we're saying is that for specific areas, big cities like the centre of London, the West End and Knightsbridge in particular, this is very good news because we actually have a huge international catchment. We have lots of interest. London is a world city. And strangely enough, we often close the doors when international tourists want to shop at 6 o'clock on a Sunday. So this is a good measure. I think the Chancellor's right in terms of devolving it down to individual centres. And so we see it as a positive. Probably around 2,000 jobs created for Londoners with this measure for an extra 2 hours Sunday trading.
I was going to ask you exactly that. I wanted you to put some figures on it. And in terms of growth and extra sales, what would you anticipate?
I think we see about £260 million additional spend. And the important thing to remember is that this is about capturing that international spend. So it's not just about recirculating spending that would go on anyway. And that's the real benefit of this measure. So at the moment we have a rather outmoded shopping compared to other cities like New York, Hong Kong and others. And international tourists actually expect to be able to shop when they want rather than when the government want.
What about the traditional argument against Sunday shopping and against increasing shopping opening hours? It just makes a Sunday just like every other day of the week, especially for the workers.
Yeah, and we've had 20 years of experience. We've also got now the internet, which has radically reshaped and changed the way people shop. So a lot of people are shopping on Sundays online. We're seeing it's important that the flagship stores in the West End and Knightsbridge can actually compete on those terms. From an employee point of view, the worst fears of unions haven't been borne out. People actually like the flexibility often to work on Sunday. They get a little bit more money for it, and often issues like commuting and childcare mean that Sunday is actually quite a desirable time to work. So the fears of the unions haven't been sort of borne out over the last 20 years. The Olympic pilot that we had during 2012 was very interesting because also that showed that people have moved on, really. They've accepted that a level of Sunday shopping is important and adds to their, their options. And I think that is also important, that we modernise and do the best for the international tourist.
Richard Dickinson, thank you.